So kicking things off, there was a speaker from MCAP who shared that there's 900 billion coming up for renewal in 2025 and 2026. And this stat was also echoed by Jill Moellering, who added an extra billion on there because she's awesome. So let's say 901 billion. So a huge opportunity for us to show value and grow our businesses that way. But Jason shared another interesting piece. He said that banks are saying that they are currently retaining 85% of that business. So if you look at it, there's a lot of business that if we quote on just rate alone or rate plus our great customer service and frame it that way, we're still losing a lot of these deals. So you have to go in with the mindset you're not going to win everything, but that there's a huge opportunity that you could take advantage of. So with that, how do we position ourselves the best so that we can capitalize on these opportunities? So when you're competing with a bank, and Jason framed this wonderfully, you are competing with maybe they used to send a letter. Now they're just updating a portal. And if the client calls in, maybe they get something, but usually they're saying the portal is the best answer. So it's very easy and convenient for the client to just press the button and go forward. Where we win is if we can, instead of just selling, hey, we can beat this rate by X amount, we sell them on a strategy. So you create a whole financial plan for them. And there was a ton of strategies he shared, and I'm not going to have time to go through all of them. And I highly recommend checking out StrategyHub to do a deeper dive on these. But essentially, what you're selling the client on is your plan, and the rate is just a component of it. And it's not even the biggest piece. So it becomes a secondary part of the conversation and shifts the whole frame and lens of what you're looking at. And I love this because no longer are you going, okay, I have 5.24, and someone comes back with, oh, I have 5.19. Now you're cutting your commission, you're doing buy downs, you're paying for appraisals, legal fees, you're doing all sorts of things to try to win the deal. When in reality, if you just frame this, okay, rate's 5.24, but I'm going to show you a strategy on how we can top up your RSPs, or I'm going to show you a strategy about how we can add a rental property to your portfolio. You're shifting the whole conversation where the client can't get a hold of someone at the branch who can speak to this strategy. It would take way too much time, knowledge, and effort and skill that those branch employees don't have. And that's where you're really demonstrating your value. So that is a huge opportunity for you. Shift the lens, shift the frame away from rate, focus on the strategy, focus on the plan and those opportunities, and you will win. If you do that, I think, you know what, 85% retention for them, I think we can cut that by a significant amount if we shift our effort. We have trained people to think so much about rate because for a long time it was advantageous to us. People would get a rate from their bank. It was very easy for us to beat it. That's no longer the case. If you look on the ILMB page or Mortgage Newbies Facebook page, you see a lot of people saying, shit, like the banks come back with X rate. Like, how do I even compete with this? And in truth, you cannot. So you have to play a different game. If you keep playing the same game, you're going to get beat by the big boys. And it sucks. It's probably not always going to be that way, but right now we need to earn, we need to feed our families, we need to grow our business. And Ryan had a great point. No one's coming for you. No one's coming to help you and save you in this scenario. You need to roll up your sleeves, find a better way, and save yourself. So that's the reality of the situation right now. Okay. Love it or hate it. Obviously, we don't like it, but we have to work with it. And I think if you can shift your frame on this in this challenging market, it's going to pay dividends for your business long term.